Hey everyone. So today we're going to be in the engine bay. I'm going to be deleting the ABS. I've got a ABS delete kit, and this is going to simplify it, make everything look a lot cleaner, and as well as just get rid of all these brake lines that are crossing over. One of them will stay. I believe one of these is for the charcoal canister, which is over there. I could relocate that as well, but I don't know. But yeah, I'm not really too worried about needing it, just because I drive this car in just perfect weather conditions. I never drive it in rain or snow or, you know, anything like that. I just drive it on nice sunny days when the roads are clean and dry. So yeah, I'm not too worried about ABS. So it should be a pretty straightforward kit. Got some towels and paper towels down there because there will be some brake fluid leaking out of these lines. But I'll show you guys the process. All right, guys, so the first one we're going to take off is this one. This is the brake line that's going to the passenger side wheel. And now the kit that I have, it's going to delete this entire line, even the brake line that bolts to the caliper. So we don't need this. Pretty much all of these lines are going to be taken off except for one. So there'll be one line and then a second line that's coming from this wheel. It'll go across here, and then we're going to have a T that's going to go into each port there. So yeah, I'm going to take this off and get the others off, and yeah. All right, so now we got all these disconnected. This is the charcoal canister, and these are the lines they're going to get deleted, as well as these here. So getting them loosened up, and we'll take these off and get that. These are to the rear brakes here, so I'll get those cracked open. And once I gotta get this one loose and this one. And then once I get these two, I can unbolt this and remove the whole thing. And I have all the connectors disconnected. And yeah, so I'll be able to take this out, and then yeah, it's pretty straightforward. Everything's pretty much just held in by pop-in clips like these. So far, so good. All right, just like that, this will come out. I just got to get some of this stuff on. It's been in there for 20 plus years, so, and I'm doing this one-handed. So I'm gonna have to put this phone down for a second. In the car cover. Oh, there's a connector. I thought I had them all disconnected because I had all these, but right down there, it's still connected. So I gotta get that off. I'll get it though. So just a second. All right, so I did have it actually disconnected. It's just basically this is where the plug plugs into, and it's pinned to there. So I just unbolted the whole thing here. There we go. So there's that. And that's all the space. It just now cleared up. So I'm gonna get this and over there. So, and this is why I'm glad I laid some paper towels down. You want to get this brake fluid off because it can erode paint. And for this, I actually like to use just bottled water, or not bottled. I have bottled water on hand, but just water, because it will literally dissolve brake fluid. And yeah, because sometimes, you know, the harsh brake cleaner, it can etch the paint. So, but I'm gonna get this generally wiped down, and then I'm gonna put a little bit of water on there, and that'll neutralize all the brake fluid that's on there. So, yep. All right, so now you can see how many brake lines we got rid of. That's some of them. So the next one, I gotta get this one out, which I actually gotta take the front wheels off, disconnect them from in there, and I'm probably gonna have to plumb them out that way, but we'll see. this rubber grommet will have to get moved. And this is the one for the driver's side. It goes all the way over to right here. So same procedure. I'm gonna take those off, and yeah, should be, so far it's going pretty straightforward. And yeah, I'm happy with how this kit simplifies it, makes it nice. I mean, some guys will put a big oil catch can here. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be using a Venturi style port on the downpipe of my exhaust, and that will pull and create vacuum on the top end, and it'll burn off any of the particulates that come out of that. So yeah, that's what we're at so far. All right, wheels are off. I'm going to be taking this off. It got pretty dirty in here. I can't wait to get some new rotors, get the TT calipers. That's for a later date. But yeah, so we're going to not only be removing this hard line, but also the OEM line, because that kit comes with the, you know, the part that bolts to the banjo fitting that bolts to the caliper. So basically it's going to be all new. That's going to be nice. So I'm going to take that off. Got my paper towel ready, and yep, gonna do that on the other side. All right, guys, we got the brake line on. I was turning this just to make sure there was no touching. So anyways, got this bolted up, got the washers on each side. Bolts to the factory location there. The grommet did tear, so I'm gonna have to get a new grommet, so I can't, you know, torque everything, because you don't want this against bare sheet metal like that. So you know, I'll have it loosely screwed together, and I'll get some grommets and get those inserted. You never want brake lines just rubbing on metal like that. So yeah, the original ones ripped. They've been in there since '94, so you can imagine why they ripped. So but I can still continue on, get things, you know, at least the lines routed through there. And yeah, so far we're making progress. All right, passenger side went a little smoother. The grommet didn't rip, so that's nice and safe. It is a little dry, right? It's like got a little bit of dry crack, but that's fine. I mean, yeah, it seems fine. So yeah, same deal. Bolted in the factory spot. Got that bolted up. Made sure it's not rubbing on the control arm or anything when it turns lock to lock. So basically, the lower portion's done. Now, I got to get that, all the T's on it, and get it up to there. And yeah, so we are getting close. All right, so now we're back in the engine bay. What's nice is it comes with all the adapter pieces here. So this is for the brake rears. We're gonna get these snugged up, and these ones are gonna go in here like so. As I fumble. All right. Same thing here. Come on, there we go. I end up looking through the phone screen while I'm doing this, and it screws me up. Okay, so that's in. That's in. Now basically what we got to do is put a T on this one, and then it's gonna have a shorter line. That's apparently, it's according to instructions, the back port goes to the front brake, so the back port's going to tee off between here and this one, which is going to come somewhere. I mean, it's going to run along those factory locations and then tee off somewhere back here. And the front one goes to the backs. So we're going to have those tee up into one and to there, and then we should be done. But I'm going to have this loosely bolted on. You know, I'm not going to fill this with fluid and get it all done. I'm just going to have it in place so I can get that grommet, because you never want this on a, you know, all the bumps and turning is going to, after a couple years or even months maybe, it'll just cut through. So yeah, gonna get all these nice and tight into their orientations, and yeah. All right, so everything's pretty much wrapped up here. This grommet is pretty bad though, so I might actually replace that as well. But we got the mounts on that they included, which is real handy, because on the driver's side here for the rear brakes, go down here, they're really close to the steering column, but I managed to use one of their mounts and I mounted it to a bolt that was protruding out here, and yeah, it's not going to hit anywhere. So we're good on that front. I was really like, because their instructions don't actually really address this area very much. They just pretty much tell you which ports go to which, and which is pretty straightforward. But yeah, so I got to get the grommet for this one. So this isn't even really tight on there. I'm going to be taking this back off when I get the grommet. So yeah, again, you never want this to be resting on metal like that. It will eventually wear through. So yeah, I mean, I tried to get it, relatively snug in there, but you can see it clears up quite a bit. Takes a lot of brake lines out of there. And for a later project, I'm not going to cut these off, but there's a way to get this wiring loom here tucked between the fender and the under splash guard. So that's going to be a little later on. But as far as today, that's it's by Powerhouse Racing, really well known in the super community. So yeah, that's the final product. When I get the grommet on, I'll be able to tighten them all up, get the brakes bled and everything else like that. And yeah, so I'm happy with it. Nice quality lines, and replaced all the old OEM ones. I mean, they were fine, but and these are all that we got rid of. Just a cluster of brake lines. So it's nice to get that stuff cleaned up and out of there. So yeah, that's how we're looking so far. I might still contemplate taking the charcoal canister out and relocating it somewhere in the rear bumper area. We'll see though. But yeah, that's it for today, guys.